Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, or whatever the time of the day or night is that you're tuning in to First Report 38.0 with Fletch and Tapito.
And this guy, Clayton Mitchell.
Great to have you all back with us, or for the 8 people that tune into our
you're
weekly.
so appreciated.
We love
Thank
your loyalty.
you. Yeah.
Very solid. Look, what a fantastic week it's been, Fletcher. You have been on fire this week. You've had a busy day today, general debate, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. Give us an update on the economy, and particularly hitting on those points today. When you left the house, you had people in the opposition giving you the big fingers, the two thumbs up going, nice speech.
I'm not going to throw those opposition members in it, but I certainly did. Look, I had the general debate slot and I just came back from the appropriations debate on finance. So good bookmarks. In the general debate, I took the opportunity to bag the National Party, quite frankly.
So easy.
And it is. That's the thing right now. They've kind of lost their way.
They contradict themselves constantly every day. It's just like, but hang on, didn't you guys do that? Hang on, wasn't that your idea?
Yeah, and so the wonderful term that Todd McClay has brought from overseas, I think it was the former Prime Minister of Britain, Cameron, who talked about a bonfire. Look, and what's going to be in that bonfire? The majority of the regulations and legislation that the National Party introduced through this Parliament in their last term here.
Yeah.
And the big one for that will be the health and safety legislation. Now, this guy in particular, but I was there at the time too, in opposition,
make me blush,
telling the National Party that they were making a mistake, that they were hugely burdening the cost for small business. And we knew from what we'd seen around the world, the experiences around the world, that the paperwork battle would increase, the cost of compliance would increase, and no lives would be saved. And unfortunately, the reality is we've seen that in
Cost of compliance has gone up.
Industries.
The time that it's taking businesses to comply with that, and we are not saving lives. So we're not actually affecting change, we're actually just affecting cost, and that's actually becoming very, very prohibitive.
And that's the National Party. Look, I wanted to make this one short, but we have to point out that in their time in opposition, they've already introduced at least one, but I think it's 2, private members' bills trying to unwind some of the more onerous aspects of the health and safety legislation that they themselves brought to this House and inflicted on business in New Zealand. We voted against it. We were the only party that voted against it. And it is a great example and an unfortunate example of what National will do to this economy. And then
we need another term to fix it up because there's a lot wrong with it, and we need a bit of time. But look,
we need health and safety. Exactly.
30 seconds or less, mate. Give us the ups and downs of politics, especially around the economy. So, unemployment rate is the lowest it's been in 11 years. That's a down.
What's up? Down. What's up? Actually, exports are some of the highest record levels in recorded history in New Zealand, and that's just good businessmen and women around this country doing what they do well, but in conditions and economic settings that are advantageous to them. And this government is doing a big part in setting them that up for them. It's great.
What, in your opinion, Fletcher, is the the low dollar, not even the low dollar actually, the value of interest rates at the moment? What positive impact is that going to have on our infrastructure building and construction sectors?
Yeah, exactly. Look, Joyce himself spoke about the automatic mechanisms that this country has in order to balance out and encourage growth in an economy. And the official cash rate is at its lowest that it's been in an incredibly long time.
Isn't it the lowest in history? Or
1% might be the lowest in history.
It could go lower.
And that will encourage investment.
Cheapest time to build roads.
And that has affected our dollar. So it's good to be an exporter right now. There's a lot good happening. Yep, business confidence is low, but actually, as Judith Collins and David Carter said in the House,
and John Key said 3 weeks ago,
there's a lot of extenuating circumstances. There's a lot going on in the world, and businesses are right to be concerned.
Yeah.
So thanks, man. I mean that. Good to get it out. It needs to be said.
You feel better?
Yeah. What about you?
Oh, look, we've had this Rugby World Cup sale and supply of alcohol bill be
today.
Truncated, rushed through the House, and we shouldn't have done it. We shouldn't have done it because it should have been done. It should have been done. In 2012, this legislation came through, the sale and supply of alcohol. We had new local alcohol policies introduced, or they're called LAPs. We had the DLCs introduced, which is the District Licensing Committee, and the DLAs, the District Licensing Authority. And it's an absolute bugger's muddle because it's so open for interpretation, and it's making it problematic for
making it hard
parts
for
of the country.
businesses to do
All we have
some good
essentially
stuff.
done is cut through the red tape and the bureaucracy, making it a little bit more certain for businesses so that they can operate. And the businesses that are going to be most positively affected by this are generally clubs. And the reason why I say that is because most licensed premises operate after 1 o'clock around the country, pubs and bars, not all of them, but most of them. But clubs don't. Clubs normally operate till between 10 o'clock and midnight. Now, because of the 4-hour gap between Japan and New Zealand for the Rugby World Cup, when we start a game in Japan at 7:30, it's going to be 11:30 here. It'll go through to 1:15, 20 past 1 in the morning. It enables clubs which run on very, very low margins to actually go out and just open up and be there for their communities. It's a sound policy, but we need to actually fix this up. Again, we're running out of time, but it's something that we need to have sorted.
Yep, and so enjoy the Rugby World Cup and have a
We'll be watching. Go the All Blacks. Bit of an announcement today. I know Owen Franks had some bad news.
Oh, yeah.
But look, at the end of the day, we've got a great team there, and it's certainly
we do have a great team.
We could make it 3 in a row.
Oh, don't jinx it. Touch wood.
Touch wood. Not that I'm superstitious.
Go the All Blacks.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks for tuning in. Toodles.